Well, it's finally that time. We're going to start talking about the future of the WWE 2K game series, and we have a new person in charge. He's known as Patrick Gilmore. You can follow him on Twitter. I'll link it in the description below if you want to check him out. But he's doing something that's a little bit different. If you guys haven't been paying attention, well, he's actually taking your feedback. We have a community feedback project going on, as I did a video a little bit ago talking about what I think should be in the game, and I put my stuff up on the forum, and you guys could have put your stuff on the forum as well. And then he's going to take all that feedback, they're going to analyze it, they're going to do it. Now, we've heard this before in the past. We've heard, yes, they're going to analyze our feedback, and then we really don't hear anything, and then the games come out and nothing ever really changes. I mean, they do add some stuff, they take stuff away. 2K20 was kind of a step backwards in the series, but they've decided to take a year off, and they're going to take all of our feedback. They're going to listen to what we want. Patrick says, I'm going to actually take all of your feedback and use it properly. And they put out that top 3. It was one of those sections on the forum where you could put your top 3 things that you want to be in the future. I guess 2K22 would be the game. I'm guessing if it comes out in the end of the year, next year would be 2K22. So they're going to use all this feedback. They're going to do this, and then maybe we'll get some of these changes implemented into the games going forward. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but he is being very transparent and open and sharing stuff on Twitter with everybody. And he actually shared this list of the top things that people want. Now, this is from the top 3 list of things I want. So he kind of compiled these together and came up with this list of what everybody wants in the WWE games. And we'll kind of look at this. We'll probably just focus on the top 10 and we'll go out of all of this. So looking right at it, I have this chart pulled up in front of me. We have number 1 on the list of community requests is GM mode, General Manager mode. And I put that in the game. For one of my requests is just like modes, is to put something like this in the game. Honestly, I think GM mode is long overdue. If you look at Fire Pro Wrestling Fire Promoter or even TEW 2020, I played both of those on my channel. And honestly, I think that a general manager managing a brand, however you want to do it, there's many different ways you could do it, but I think the community's been asking for it for so long that you have to put some sort of GM mode in there. And also, just looking at this right now, you definitely have to do some of this stuff, right? Because if you make this community request and you show that people have been requesting it and then you don't put it in the game, you're gonna have a big issue. So they better do something with some of this information. Number 2, we have create a story. This is a big one. I think 2K14 honestly is one of my favorite WWE games of all time. It's the best 2K game. It's not really a 2K game, it's actually a THQ game, but create a story was a big feature there where you could upload your community stories, people could download them, and that was like one of the best features in the game. If they put create a story in the game and then you can't actually upload and download, that one kind of really sucks. Revive missing match types. This was another one on my list where you just need to have match types in the game. I think they want Buried Alive, I don't know, Casket Match, Inferno, all that stuff. Put those in the game. Special guest referee, all that stuff is one of those things that I think, people are accustomed to with the WWE games. And if they could just add to it instead of removing things, that's what kind of made the community upset mostly, was that they were removing features from the game. And that wasn't a good thing. When Ukes was around, from what I've been told, when Ukes was around, they actually had to pay for every feature they wanted in the game. 2K would, or THQ, or whatever. So if features were left out of the game or match types were left out of the game, it's because THQ or 2K didn't feel that they wanted to pay Ukes that money for this. So just put those match types in the game and just keep adding on top of it. Even just like create the match types and then just leave them in there. I mean, I don't see why you would take them out. That's what I say there. We also have ongoing live updates. Now, I'm assuming what I'm thinking with this is people want free content. Now, I don't know if necessarily free content is what we're going to get, but ongoing live updates, it could be between a number of different things. Would be attires, would be stats, would be if they go from Raw to SmackDown or NXT or get called up or whatever. That would be kind of an ongoing live update. And then just kind of if they join a faction, that would be going on. If they do this, that would be going on. If they get a new look, do that. That's kind of what I see with ongoing live update, but I don't know if that's what everybody's wanting. Is it going to be like a free thing? Is it going to be a pay thing? I don't know what they could do, but honestly, I think that would be kind of cool. All new universe mode. This one's very vague, and I don't really know where they're going with this, but a lot of people wanted universe mode to be updated. To be honest, universe mode is kind of cool, but it's kind of similar to create a pay-per-view. If you remember the old create a pay-per-view back in the day, you just put the matches and then play out. There's no real consequences for really booking stuff. Some of the stories don't really play out the way that they should, and some of the things are just kind of, they put universe mode in, they never really updated it to make it awesome. So that's one of those things. Custom music. All right, this is a big one that I've seen people want, is they want to be able to upload music to the game and then use it in the game. To me, honestly, I don't really have, it would be cool, I guess, but then again, as a YouTuber, I'm looking at from the creation side, so I'm going to have a different outlook from everybody else. But I do remember on the Xbox 360, I would put in my CDs, I would put the music onto my Xbox 360, and then I would put that into the WWE games, and I thought that was really cool back at the time. But now when I'm a content creator, I can't really use any of that music because it's all copyrighted, so I don't really care about the custom music. But again, this is the community, and it's more, it's a more broad outlook than just like me as a creator. This is like people that don't create videos and just want to play the game. They want to upload music and do that. Create an arena. I don't know why this is a top community request, because it's already in the game. Maybe they just want more to create an arena, I guess. Probably. That's what I think. Then we have focus on gameplay. That's a big one for me. Also on this list with focus on gameplay, we can scroll down here. We have gaming stability, and then there was another one that was something improve physics. And I think that all goes into and focus on gameplay. And I think that all goes into all of it, really. So like the physics, the gameplay, and then fixing like the stability and stuff. I think all that's together in one. So I think they should combine these categories. And if they combine these categories, I think focus on gameplay would be a lot higher on the list here. Honestly, I think that it's cool that they have this focus on gameplay, but this should be something that should be number one on their list. This should be a priority for them, is just to make sure the game runs smoothly. And with the debacle from 2K20, I'm assuming that we're going to get a focus on gameplay. They're going to fix things up. They're going to tighten it up. I would assume they would, knowing how things work and how they're getting flack for what they're doing. But I think that's one of the things they would do. Unlock create a superstar content. This one is kind of weird to me. I guess they want more create a superstar content to unlock. You do challenges and you unlock stuff, I'm guessing. I think that's kind of one of the things that I put on the list as well, was like, okay, so you play one of these tower modes, you get created stuff. You just do all this. I don't know. Honestly, I think for me personally, for this right here, I would say probably have something that has to do with getting more updated content where you unlock updated attires and stuff like that. But I don't know. Then we have more WWE legends in the game. This one's kind of weird to me. I always see a lot of people that want the current roster, and then there's also people that want legends, but it looks like legends looks to be very popular between people because they've kind of just went for the more realistic version, but then you have legends. So I don't know, you could have it's very weird on how you want to do this, but I think if you just have very accurate superstars, no matter how many you're going to have in the game, you're going to win out number one. You're going to win every time if you have the most accurate version of a superstar, whether it's a current day or a legend. Yeah, if you put all these people in the game and they don't actually feel or play like the superstar, then there's no point in even having them in the game, because you can just go to community creations and download a better version if it doesn't play like that. And I think this might be number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that was number 10. And then the one underneath it would be independent commentary team, which I kind of just want to talk about. They're saying a different team for Raw, then SmackDown, then NXT. They want that. 2K actually took the approach that they were going to have one commentary team for every arena, because that way they could have the most voice lines they possibly could have in the game. But I guess if you have an independent commentary team, yeah, I guess you can't. You could, but you can't. You could have an independent commentary team if you had the time to record all the voice lines, but with so many characters, if you're gonna have a limited roster, then you could probably do the independent commentary team. But if you have a full 200 plus people in the game, independent commentary team would be a nightmare for them to try and get all the correct lines, and then you would just have these generic stock lines, and that would just be something that I don't think I would want either. So another couple things on here: create a finisher, road to WrestleMania, blood, which I don't understand, rating, that probably goes into the to the GM mode, my career stuff, fixed graphics, fixed create a superstar, online servers. I'm surprised online servers is actually that low. I would have thought that online servers would be a little bit higher on the list. Custom videos should probably be up here with create a video or create a story. More stuff here, an app, licenses, crowd signs, create a referee. All that stuff sounds cool, but we'll have to see where they go with this. Hopefully they're going to listen to the community and they're going to make the changes that are necessary to make this game work. So there we have it, guys. That's going to wrap up today's video. If you guys do enjoy this, make sure you smash that like button. Let me know your feedback in the comment section below, because I know that my community might be a little different than this community that we want there. Is GM mode the #1 feature that you want in a game? I think it's a super popular game mode, and I think that if they could do it properly, we could see a really good GM mode. The thing is, I'm not going to say they can't do it, but I don't know that they can do it properly and make it work. If they could do something as deep as TEW does it, where you have so many options to do these things, and then actually have the matches in there where you can sim them and all that stuff, I think that would be really sick. But I don't know if they're able to pull that off. I really hope they could, but I don't know if they can. It's very difficult to make a wrestling game, and I hope Patrick knows this, and I hope he sees this video. I don't know that he will, but I hope that he would see this video and we could just tell him that, like, yo, I'm really happy that you're taking this initiative. I will also tell you this: the WWE Games community could eat you alive and spit you out, chew you up and spit you out. We're very vocal. We've been playing these games for a long time. We know what we want out of the games. We want a lot of features. That's one of the things that everybody wants in these games, is features. Feature heavy is a wrestling thing, and that's brought on by like THQ and the way that they develop games all the way to 2K. We want features, and that's very first and foremost. I will say this as well, Patrick, good luck. Thank you for the open communication. I do appreciate that. I know a lot of people appreciate that. We really love open, honest communication, because that's going to keep us in the loop and will make us think that you care about the game. Whether you fix all this or not, you probably should. If there's like GM mode, create a story, hold match types, like all that stuff should probably be taken care of if you're going to put this out there. But if you're having this open communication, people can see that you care. They can, have this direct line to talk to you, and maybe some of these games can be fixed. I mean, I think you're coming in because you have trust and you've been a gaming legend for a while. You made the Aladdin game, which is one of the greatest Sega Genesis SNES games of all time. But good luck. Hopefully they listen to this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Smash like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And as always, I'm TonyPizzaGuy. We will see you in another video.